You good? All right. How was the homework?
Good.
Good. You get? All right. Hey, Giselle. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Good, and you?
Pretty good.
You, Felipe.
Good.
Complaining? Hey, Felipe. Good morning. Hey, Celeste. Good morning. How are you wonderful young people doing today?
Good morning. Good, and yourself?
Pretty good. Trying to be good anyway. I don't know how good at that I'm going to be. So what we're going to do today, we're going to go over the homework. Some of you guys haven't done it yet. And I'll tell you again, we'll let everybody get logged on. But if you haven't done the homework yet, I'll record this, and you need to log off and go finish that homework. Like, muy importante. Because the purpose of homework isn't just to get it answers right. It's to actually learn stuff. And you don't learn stuff by copying. Like, you got to make mistakes on your own and then figure them out. So if you haven't finished the homework yet, then you need to go back and do that. Let's see. Most people already did it. So we got a couple extras that just came in right now. There's two more. Let's see. Yeah. We got like, okay. We got like 13. All right, so I'll record it. We're gonna go over it, and then, then you gotta go back and ask questions. So look, if you haven't done the homework yet, if you haven't turned it in yet, then you need to log off, go do the homework. I'll record this and then I'll post it. Okay, it's already recording. Because that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna go over the homework and answer questions. And then if you want to ask questions about it on Monday or Tuesday, or just send me an email like, hey, I really didn't get this one, then that would be all right. Okay. So let's see here. Oh man, Felipe, you want to know what we're doing on Monday?
I mean, I'll be honest, Mr. Brown. I was doing shirts last night, and a lot of stuff came in the way, but I didn't do it because I'm lazy. I can probably stay here because I understand what it is. I can probably do it in 4 minutes if I need to. But if you want me to log off anyways, I will.
No. I don't think you heard my question. I asked, do you know what we're going to do on Monday?
No, I have no clue what we're doing on Monday.
We're taking our first quiz.
Really?
Simone. But here's the deal with the quiz. Because school's different this year, they told us that they want us to give a pre-quiz. So, we got a shirt? Man, look at this. Santa just came by. Oh, dang. Dang. Is it fat boy size?
Wow.
It is fat boy size. Dang. Lucky me. All right. So anyway, Monday we're going to do a quiz. And on the quiz, what we're going to do is, like if you get stuff wrong on the quiz, it won't count against you. You're just going to see what score you get. And then later we're going to take that quiz again after we go through the whole unit. Because one of the things they want to do, like, I don't know, because we don't have the same amount of seat time, that means you don't spend as much time in school because you're at home, obviously. They want us to be able to prove that you guys actually learn stuff. I don't know, it seems silly, but that's what we're going to do. But so some of you guys just hopped on. You haven't done the homework yet. You need to go do the homework. You need to go do the homework, and then I will record this. I'll go over it, and then you can see it. And if you have trouble, then you can ask. Yeah. All right. So, oh my, yeah. So people are like, well, I'm a bounce. All right, you guys ready? Let me start the document camera. Let's see here. Andrea's like, I was born ready. All right, let's see. All right, here we go. Maybe. Now we're having some technical difficulties with this thing. Can you guys see? You guys can't see my, maybe you can. Can you guys see my document camera?
Yeah, I see it.
Yes, sir.
That's weird because I don't see it. Hold on. Hold on. Let me try something here. Ah, there we go. Now I see it too. Okay, check this out. And that's kind of, let me zoom in. I rearranged my room. Can you tell? Like, I'm sitting where students normally sit, and I'm projecting the screen to the board. And so that's why it looks like I'm looking over you guys. I'm looking over the camera. All right, so here's the deal, right? Let's go over this. And then if you guys have a question, just say, hey, wait a minute, I'm not sure on that one, okay? And I would like to help you out, because just listening to me, I mean, I know I have a beautiful voice, almost as beautiful as my face, but just listening to me won't really help you understand, okay? And so if you have a question, you got to ask, and I would be very happy to hear it, okay? So don't be embarrassed if you have a question. It's good. You're supposed to have questions. All right, so first of all, here's the thing I want you to understand. Here's what degree is, right? Degree is the largest exponent. Okay, degree is the largest exponent of a polynomial. So it doesn't mean it's the first one, it's just the largest, right? So a polynomial function with a degree of 4, well, that could be like y equals 3x to the fourth minus x squared. There you go. It doesn't matter. You could have as much stuff or as little stuff as you wanted. It could even be this. That would even work. As long as the biggest exponent is a 4, you're good. Any questions on that? Yes, no, maybe so? All right, we're doing good then. You don't say anything, then I'm assuming that it's all wonderful. So
Wait.
same thing here. Yeah, you had a
Wait,
question?
yeah.
What
So
is
like, let's say for like, could it just be like, could it be just if you put like y equals 3x to the power of 4 and not even put the x to the
Yeah.
power?
Yeah, you don't even have to have that. You
Okay.
could have more stuff. You could have like an x cubed and an x squared and an x and a number, or not. Doesn't matter. As long as that's the biggest exponent, you're good.
What if it's the only exponent? That's my
That's
question.
fine too.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So you're welcome. I'm glad you asked. Thank you. So here's the reason why it's important. And this is why questions are super, super important. So you just asked me a very specific question, but it made me think of like a piece of information that you might not have that might make this whole thing make more sense for you. So the reason degree is super important is because what we're going to be doing very soon is we're going to be graphing stuff like this, okay? And the degree will tell you the shape. It's going to give you all kinds of information. So like a degree of 4, it's going to look like it's going to look something like this. It could. That would be a degree of 4, and I know it would look like that because of the 4. You see how we have 1, 2, 3, 4 x-intercepts? That's from a degree of 4. We have 1, 2, 3 turning points. We're going to learn about all of that, and the degree is the clue. The degree is what makes it easy. So that's why we're learning about degree. Hey, Diego, welcome. How are you?
I'm good, and yourself?
Well, now that you're here, I'm good. I was really sad. Like, Giselle seems like a really nice person, but on the inside, she's rotten. And she was saying mean things to me.
Oh, Maria isn't she's having weird connections.
Okay. Well, we'll record it, and then she can come back and grade and look at her stuff. Yeah. Yeah. So degree is just the biggest exponent. So like here would be a wrong answer. So that's good for the degree of 3. Here's bad. Y equals x to the 4th minus 3x cubed minus or plus 2x, whatever. This is wrong. That's no. Because it has a degree of 4, not a degree of 3. So when we talk about degree, it's the largest exponent. And if you're taking notes and you didn't know, if you didn't really understand that about degree, the reason we look at degree is because it tells us the shape of the graph. Okay, so that's why degree is really important. Degree is oh man, muy importante. Degree is muy importante. Degree is going to give you a clue about the shape. All right. Next up, it says, which of the following are polynomial functions? So in the notes, it said that a polynomial function will have real coefficients, right? So real coefficients, coefficients are the number in front. Like, for example, this one right here, you see this function right here? The coefficients are 2 and 3. So coefficients are the numbers that are multiplying with the x. So real means not a square root of a negative number, okay? And then exponents are only positive whole numbers. That's it. So like this one, you guys might not remember, but the square root of x, that's the same as an exponent of 1/2. So this is no. And this one's no. This is yes, yes, no, and yes. This is a trigonometric function, not a polynomial function. So it's a little different. Any questions on that one?
Nope.
All good. Al 100. And Carolina, I've been learning the Espanol. How am I doing?
You're doing good.
Oh, man. Ooh, ah. All right. So almost done, almost done. Okay, so it says, given the function, blah, 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 find the value of the following. Oh, man. Well, this might not make sense until you look at the notes. And in the notes, what it did is it defined a polynomial function as this. And let me explain that. This is where most of the questions you guys had came from. I read all of everybody that did the homework and submitted their comments. I read them all. I responded to everybody, and I have a little list over here of all the stuff we need to talk about, okay? So here's what it said, and I'll try to explain what this is talking about. All right, so check this out. N is the degree. We go with that, Raul? Russian? N stands for degree? Yeah, wow. And degree is the biggest exponent, right? So like, let's say that, for example, let's say that n was equal to 8. Yeah, that would mean this is 8. Well, n minus 1 is 7. So that would be 7. And you go all the way down until you get to 0. And you guys know that x to the power of 0 equals 1, right? Anything to the power of 0 equals 1. So this will just be a 1. So like an example of this could be something like, let's see. Yeah, you guys can see that. 3x to the 4th minus 7x cubed plus 14x squared minus, no, plus 3.2x plus 71. Right? That's an example of a polynomial function. And here, for this one, n would be 4. Yeah? So on this one right here, you see, we got n would be 5. The degree is 5. And this, a sub 5, a means the coefficient. The fifth one means like, it's this right here, 7.3. You see? Whereas if it said, what is a sub 2? Well, that would be for the square, and that would be 1. And if it said a3, a sub 3, that would be negative 2. Does that make sense? Does that make it clear?
Yeah, it makes it clear.
Good, good. All right, so this one's weird. This one's really tricky. And the reason I made this question is because there's something that's going to come up later. Do you see how we don't have an x to the 4? That's because, like, I could rewrite this. Check this out. I'm going to turn the page. I could rewrite it like this. 7.3 x to the 5th plus 0 x to the 4th. Oh, look at that hotness right there. Dang. Minus 2x cubed. And then so on. We don't really care about the rest for right now. Do you see this one right here? That's there. That exists in the original. But you never write 0. You don't have to write plus 0. It's silly to. but it's there. So if you don't see a term, it's got a coefficient of 0. Yeah. And then this one, n minus 4. Well, we know that n is 5. So 5 minus 4 is 1. So this is a sub 1. Ah, a sub 1. I think that's going to be negative 4. I think. Could be. Yeah. What do you guys think? Do you think it's 4? Do you think it's negative 4? Or do you think it's going to be 0?
I'm gonna go with negative 4.
You're going to go with negative 4. All right. What is, oh, hold on. Messed that up. Okay. Yeah, okay. And, well, I think it's not negative 4.
Isn't it
it's
0?
It is 0. You know why it's 0?
Yeah.
Why is it 0?
Because n always equals, well, like n is always your degree. So
That's
in
right.
this equation, n is 5. So then you subtract it.
That's right. Do you see? We got 5, 4. Well, we don't have 4. 4 is missing, right? 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, 1's missing. 1, 0. 0 is the last one. So this would be 1. So it would be 0x. Ah, do you see? That makes sense? It's kind of weird. It would be 0x. Oh, it's all blurry again. Ah. Sorry, we don't have the best technology here. I know that's a surprise, right? So look, let me explain that. How many guys are confused by this last one right here? How many guys are confused by this last one? You can just put in the chat yes. Because if you are, I'd like to make it clear for you. Yeah, okay. So check this out. Check this out. Watch. Whoa. Oh man. Oh, look at that. Felipe, are you jealous?
Yes, sir. You need to teach me how to draw like that.
Oh man, that's beautiful.
I'll teach you.
Oh man, that is just
No,
so lovely. But actually, because of the eye over here and the little curl, it looks kind of evil, doesn't it? Yeah. Anyway, so check this out. Let's talk about. Man, let's talk about. Let's see here. Let's do a really basic one. So let's say we had x to the 5th, y equals x to the 5th, the 4th, the 3rd, the 2nd, the 1. That's a power of 1, and that's a power of 0. We never write this because we don't need to write the 1, and we never write this. We write 0 instead, or we write the number 1. X to the power of 0 is just equal to 1. Anything to the power of 0 is just equal to 1. So we would always just write here. We would write 1, you see, but it's really x to the power of 0. And here, we wouldn't write 1 as an exponent. We just write x because you don't need to write that, you see. So check this out. This is x to the power of n. This is x to the power of n minus 1. This one would be x to the power of n minus 2, x to the power of n minus 3, x to the power of n minus 4, and x to the power of n minus 5. You see? Right there, right there, right there. And the trick is, n is the degree. N is equal to 5. So 5 minus 1 is 4, and 5 minus 4 is 1. So in the previous example, this number right here was actually a 0. You see? It was really 0 times x. And so the coefficient was 0. So it'd be a to the n minus 4 was 0. A, once again, is talking about the number in front. So like, see how I put a 7 there? That would mean a sub 5 is equal to 7. It's not a huge deal. It's more an idea of trying to get you used to seeing how it gives us a way to talk about what the numbers are, what the coefficients are. But the biggest thing, the biggest, most important thing, like if if there's one thing you have to understand from this assignment, it's degree. Degree is the biggest exponent. And the reason you need to know degree is because it gives you a clue about the shape. Yeah. All right. How are you guys feeling so far? Good, bad, in between? Glad it's Friday. Wish we had breakfast. We should have breakfast burritos. Where are the burritos? I'm hungry. I don't get this fat from not eating. I'm hungry. Oh man. Yeah. All right. What's that?
Mister, you should tell your wife to make you a breakfast burrito.
Oh man, that's the problem. She's too good of a cook. I'm actually getting back in shape. You guys probably don't know this, but I used to be in really good shape, and then I had a really bad accident like 4 years ago, 3 years ago, I don't remember exactly. And it almost killed me, and it got my head all bajiggity. And so even exercise would make me I would get dizzy, and then I'd get confused, and then I'd get angry, and then I couldn't speak well from the head injury. So I sat around instead I just sat around eating Cheetos and watching TV. Yeah, that was pretty fun though, but it doesn't really feel very good in the long run. Felipe, you watch The Simpsons?
Not in a daily basis, but I do see it.
But you know who they are, yeah. So there's this one scene with Homer, and he has a big giant jug, like a giant jug like this, and it's full of mayonnaise. And he drinks it, the whole thing. And he says, while he's drinking it, he's like, "This is a problem for future Homer."
That.
Yeah, when he was making Cheetos.
Yeah, he was already seeing that it was gonna damage him.
Yeah, so it's a tricky thing, especially for people. Well, it's a tricky thing for every age to understand that sometimes what you're doing today creates a real problem for tomorrow. And so people that are really, really happy, they do things for themselves in a way that tomorrow them will be happy. Those are the people that are happy. The people that only indulge in the moment, they always sacrifice the future for the present, they're not happy. And the people that get too extreme and they never enjoy themselves, they're not happy either. But they're more happy than the people that only indulge their immediate pleasures. Yeah. So sometimes that's what education does. Education is an investment. You're doing something you don't like to do today because you think it's going to help you tomorrow. That's the whole purpose of education, you see. Remember that quiz we did at the very beginning where I asked you a bunch of weird questions about, I don't know, what you felt about different things?
Yeah.
There's one question in there that said, do you agree or disagree? And the statement was, when opportunity presents itself, it's too late to prepare. And a lot of you guys disagreed with that. But I think it's because you didn't understand. It's like this. You guys might get an opportunity today to, you might get an opportunity today to fly to Australia. But it's not free. So if you're not prepared, if you don't have money saved up, can't go. See what I mean? Or you might have an opportunity to get a college scholarship. You might have an opportunity to apply for a college scholarship. But if you haven't been preparing over the previous 3 years, it won't happen. It won't make it. Those are the kinds of opportunities that are going to be presented to you, but you have to be ready for them. That's why you have to be healthy. That's why you have to save your money. That's why you have to do all those things that are kind of boring, because in the long run, they make life more fun. Yeah, kind of weird, huh? All right. Well, so those of you who showed up late on Monday, we're going to have a quiz. If you get it all wrong, that's quite all right, because we're going to take the same quiz later after we learn everything, and you're going to learn it. That gives me a way to show administrators that you guys actually learned stuff. Normally, they just take my word for it, but in this situation, they're like, man, we don't trust the teachers or the students. They're probably just sitting around talking about weird stuff. Well, that's true. We are. We're doing other stuff too. Yeah. All right. Anybody got any exciting plans this weekend?
Probably do a really big drawing again like last weekend.
Oh, you should send one to me.
I will.
All right,
What
cool.
do you draw?
I don't know. A
Give us a
hamburger.
chance.
A hamburger. Sleep. Leslie's like, I'm asleep all day.
Oh.
Fair enough. Yeah. Giselle, you going for a run this weekend?
Yeah, I have a long run.
Oh, how long?
8.5.
8.5. Dang.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Dang, sister. All right.
And I also have to take my Chihuahua to the vet on Saturday.
Oh, what did you do to your Chihuahua?
Huh?
What did you do to your Chihuahua?
Nothing. It's just her shots. Like she has to get her vaccinations.
Oh, okay. I was kidding when I said, what did you do to your dog? That's how I joke. I always try to make it sound like somebody did something
I
wrong.
would never do anything to Hachi, mister. I would never
You know,
do
that's what people say that are murderers too. They're like, oh, I wouldn't murder that poor child and hide their body under the swing set. No. All right.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what they did. That's what
So
they did.
one last thing I want to share with you guys, okay, is I am making a calendar that is here. Hold on, let me see if I can get this done right. Okay, let me show you, and then I'll shut up and we'll let you go. I almost forgot. I should have told you this at the beginning. Give me 1 second. Let me show you here. Sandra, how are you doing today? She's not there. She's ditched us.
No, she
Oh,
didn't.
oh, I didn't hear her. Oh, there she is. Hi, that's good. All right, so check this out. There. So I'm making this for you guys. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Okay, so check this out. Google Classroom is how we're going to communicate, but it's really hard to find stuff. It's unorganized. So what I'm going to do is whenever we have a lesson, and whatever we do on any day, I will post it here, and I'll give you the link to this. I'll put the link in Google Classroom. So like in 3 weeks, or let's say at the end of the semester, let's say hopefully we're back in school and everything's good. The stuff we learn now is going to be on your tests and quizzes, and you might need to practice it. So you'll have access to this, and you can just go through and like you can download the notes, or you could look at the videos I posted. And the video we're doing like right now, I'll put a link to it right here. I'll just put an X and you can click on it. So like all of the stuff will be here for everything we're doing. So for example, like in Cambridge 1, I know you're not in Cambridge 1, but it's going to look more like this. Do you see? So it's going to have all that stuff, and you've got the dates and everything, and you can just go back and you can look at what we're doing. And so I put that together for you guys because I thought it might be kind of helpful. So you can use it or not. It's your choice entirely, but I think it's a good idea for you. That's $10, Felipe.
Damn, only $10 though.
Okay, 30. I'm sorry. You're right. It is way more. It's worth way more than 10. Ah. All right. Well, you guys have a good afternoon. If you guys still have questions on the homework, just send me an email, and we'll make sure I get back with you guys, okay?
Ah, bueno.
Ah, bueno. All right. Bye, Dios compas.
Thank you, mister.
You're welcome. Bye,
Have a
guys.
nice weekend.
Bye, mister.
Thank you, Leslie. You have a nice day as well.